kia no o shoko otoya. You just start to enter in through the heart space. In through the source light connection, Dosho Shono Hoya. And through the heart of Gaia, no Koshoya Nahaya. I just want to come in to start to look at these spaces of abandonment, no Koshoya, within the fields, no Hoshoshoya Hana. That abandonment can be a tricky issue to resolve within the field through the human capacity of the mind, ono oshoshoya hana akaya, because abandonment can happen on so many different levels within one lifetime, loshoshi, and it is one of those core wounds that once we experience abandonment, no shoshoya hana o kochoya, it only seems to be constantly reinforced through our experiences because it is an energy which permeates into the root of the nervous system. It reinforces these false beliefs, these false programs that have been set up to tell us that we are unworthy, that we are small, and that we do not matter. It is part of the wounded starseed complex to continually inflict pain upon ourselves for taking up space, feeling we don't have the right to take up space, feeling we don't have the right to allow the light to shine upon us. If we start to look at this template through the source light field array in Loshoshi, if we shine the light of source upon this schematic of how abandonment operates within the biology, we start to see that it appears like Swiss cheese on the Hoshoshoya Hokoya. That we start out with this whole sheet, Loshoshoya, Doshoshi Kiyatoya. And as these holes start to get punched through this sheet, no Okoshoya Hana Oya. So the way they're starting to show this to me now is that it's a reversal dynamic on the Oshoshi. If we start to compare through the starseed, the goal of the starseed is to bring the light forward through the human. Doshoshi Kyokoya. That as more and more of the human construct drops away, the way we operate as a human, we began to operate more and more fully as our light body and our true light essence, Osho. And essentially, it's as if they have used this dynamic or this complex in a reversal mechanism, because what we start to see is this same mechanic in terms of punching holes through this sheet on the Oshoshoya. So where you would expect that we would start to see more and more light through the field, it's a reversal of this where the human begins to feel less and less worthy. So the more holes that are punched in, it disintegrates the structure and the capacity to feel whole. And if we run the comparisons, it's that as more and more light comes in, we would feel more whole, we would feel more stable, we would feel more connected. And yet through abandonment, they have reversed this so that the more holes that we see, the less stable. It applies a level of intricacy through the field, doshoshi shi atoi, and they're referencing again the linguistics behind this. As the light comes forward to render the light body through the human, the field and the human would become more and more intricate, more and more detailed as far as their energy field is concerned. But through the abandonment complex, what occurs is that the intimacy becomes more and more complex, essentially meaning that this becomes more and more difficult for the human. So we would like to come into the root structures, to start to address these. It's almost as a template through the biology, this lattice work of abandonment, and through the root in through the primordial fields, through the inception point. So oftentimes this is something that is instigated through childhood. As a young child, even as an infant, we can be subjected to these energies and these experiences. Through the mind, so there's a portion of this that is inserted through the neural biospheres, and through the pathways. So let's come in to the cells, to the nucleic structures, the nucleotides, also coming in to the ribosomes and the mitochondria, to address through the DNA structures. They speak of parallelogram insertions, through the DNA. And that this is an incredibly insidious template through the field, in the sense that it keeps us looping and cycling through our fields, trying to find the root of this cause for the human mind to consciously understand, so we can interrupt these patterns. And really, people will spend lifetimes struggling with this, trying to find the reasoning for these behaviors, for these intimacy issues. All the places where we feel empty, that we try to fill up, we can try to fill up through food, drugs, or alcohol, or relationships that are not good for us, and it can have the opposite effect as well, where we avoid things that would be healthy and beneficial for us. And it all has to do with these holes, these spaces of emptiness that we feel, that we perceive through the biology. For really, our emotions are a guidance system to what is incorrect within our energy field. For truly, when we are an aligned light being, that we really do not exhibit reactions to what is occurring in and around us. We operate more from an observer standpoint. This isn't to say that we don't have feelings and emotions, but that we are not controlled by them. And so when we start to experience these behaviors, patterns, or emotions that feel that we don't understand where they're coming from, or we feel as if they are controlling us, this is where we need to look within the light field. Good. So we just start to come in through the membranes of the heart. No shoshiki achoya ho. For even though this is a construct through the light field, it doesn't mean that we aren't damaged through the tissues as the human, that we haven't suffered emotionally through the emotional field. So we come in, joshokoya. This does not mean we don't have to acknowledge these emotions and feelings. Of course we do. To bring in the healing for the human. But when we begin to recognize that yes, these things occurred, yes, they are within our field, and yet the beauty of Source and the bountiful presence of Source means that we can reorder nearly instantaneously once we start to understand the mechanics of the energy field. So we can take as much or as little time as we need to process through the human. So just coming now into the heart index through the membranes of the field. Go. We start to alight through the winged aspects of the avian natures. To bring in the atonement through the field. Through the blue sphere beings. We bring the presence of the light into the waters of the biology, to run the return and run the arrival. As we come into the structures of the biology through the divine masculine, we simultaneously open into the nurturance of the divine feminine, where she holds the heart space open for rehabilitation. The protocol of divine union through the field. So as we open into the codes of the Earth Mother, we start to see the return of union, the essence of union, the principal effects of union through the field, the shishishi atohokoya shai ni kiko shoya, to run the complete return through the fields, opening through the crown as we adjust through the perception of the divine feminine to receive this assistance as light being, Kotoshoshoya. And through the divine masculine to receive this assistance as adjustment through the structure of the biological templating, Kotokoshoshoya Kaataya Shokoya. Coming into the joins at the heart, Noshoya, as we continue to clear through Doshoshikia. Releasing out the back of the heart, Noshoshoya Atoya. We call in the remembrance of the light. We call in the remembrance of union. That we have not been abandoned. We have not been forgotten. That yes, we have been tried and tested. That yes, we have been almost attacked on many levels and many ways, Okotoshoshi, but that the light has always been here. No Shoshokotaya. No Hoshoshokotaya. To open now through the belly, through the womb, through the digestive system, for this is where within the biology we experience so much of the biological correlation to abandonment, to withholding, doshoshiki ata, withholding from ourselves, withholding from another, no koshoshiki atoya, is a large component of this factorization as well, no koshoshoya, jata a aushokoya. These calculated attempts through our field to protect oneself at all costs, even if these costs are damaging, no oshoshi shiato hokoya, that logically it makes no sense through the mind, doshoshi, and yet it feels like something we cannot stop, no oshoshi, which adds to the confusion. So just taking this in through the human and releasing out, collapsing, shokoya, out of the mind, out of the heart, out of the biology, no shoshokoya. That we do not carry the shame or this guilt any longer, no shoshi. That we were helpless. This was not something that we could help, no shoshi shiko ioto. These were unintentional corrections, no shoshi, that we were attempting to make, no koshoshi kiato okoya. Attempting to heal ourselves, attempting to protect ourselves. Ono okoshoya achana hokoya. We open now through the primordial essence of the particulate of the crown structures. Otoshoya hana. Particularly into the divine masculine. Dosh shokotai sha hakato sha no ko oshoya shai iki shuko otai kahataya. We open through the Solaris no koriatai into the mind's eye no ko oshoya. Jato okoyaka, clearing out any false or dissonant energies. Otoshoshokotaya. Releasing out of the temple space. No shokotaika hatoko. Updating through the temporal fields. Onayu kotoya. Shokotaika hano. Shoko onahi kishikia kokoya. As we come into the flower essences of life being, doshoshikia, through form, through formed particulate matter, no koshoshokotai shiao koya. We come into the particulate shakato oshaya of the matter through form. Dosha-shakai, do-kosha-shiki-kiachto, dosha-ya. And opening through the Emerald Order, no kosha-shokotai kachai ishiakoya. Bringing in the many-flowered essence, the energies of rebirth, the energies of the spring, the life spring essence, continuing to collapse and release, no shoshoya, as we open now through and into the architecture of creation, no to reclaim this into its rightful place within the biology. As we release out these karmic ties through the heart space, releasing out through the front of the mind, through the third eye, where these distractions were keeping us from engaging fully. With our creational tones. Refreshing through the biology of the tree of life. Resetting to origin templates. As we call in now through the field of the mother, the great mother fields. Onoshoshoki kato shoya. Goshashi shiano hokoya. Clearing through the time-space continuums. Releasing out of the locks and holds. Doshashi of the field. No koshoshikiataya. Releasing out the seals. Doshoshikiyata. Good. No shoshikia, and beginning to seal through the fields. Do shoshikia no hokoya. Goshono oko shoshono oko shoshono oko oto shoshi. As we begin to step back and seal fully, no koshosho through the space. Do shoshi ena hoko oshoyaka atoya. With deep reverence, deep compassion, and so it is.